about, guys, why the Clone Wars movie it's mid. Is it mid? It's why it's mid. The Clone Wars movie. Okay, so from what I heard, the Clone Wars movie was George Lucas's 4 favorite episodes, and it ties in with the show, so it should have been the first 4 episodes instead of being just a movie. And I literally look, watch this, guys. Okay, I'm gonna go here. Let's just look it up, right? Not images, we go to all. 18% on Rotten Tomatoes. Let's see. Let's go to Rotten Tomatoes. Okay, this is the movie. This is the movie, not the show. The show's great. Yeah, that's a failure in the box office. So no wonder the show didn't have a big budget. This movie failed so bad, and me and my brother watched it together. My brother loved it so much, but I hate it. I don't like it. I think it's mid. It's not a bad movie, but it should have just been the first 4 episodes of the show instead of a movie. Okay, the reason is Ahsoka is annoying as frick. Like, what? I hate Ahsoka in this movie, and it's not even a movie. It wasn't even in the theaters. Like, you didn't watch it in the theaters. You had to wait for the movie to come out on DVD or something, and then you watch it. My dad didn't like it. My dad hated it, and I don't like it either. When my dad watched when this movie came out, I was 4 years old. I'm 19, guys. I think no, I was 3 years old. Yeah, 2009, 2008. This movie was an okay movie when I watched it, but then I just really get to the nitty gritty. Like, dude, like, they're so like the conflict between Anakin and Ahsoka in the beginning is real. Like, bro, he doesn't want a Padawan, but she has to be his Padawan, and and then like at the end they like each other. Like, they learned how to like each other, and then they really, I realized their nicknames, Sky Guy and Snips. Hey, Sky Guy. Wait, what? Don't get snippy with me. That was great. The movie was an okay movie but my problem with it was that it shouldn't have been a movie. It should have been a show. It should have been the first 4 episodes, but that's not that's just the main problem. The other problem is I just don't like the episode plot. I don't like, I just don't think it was a good, show. Like, the plot was super boring. Like, you had to save a freaking baby hut, dude. Literally, and the only reason was so that way Tatooine could have they could have Tatooine as their allies. And bro, I would have no, And then it's just like, what is the movie didn't have an amazing plot. The plot is stupid, and if you guys know me, if the plot's not good and if it's not interesting, then I'm just bored as frick. I'm bored out of my mind watching this. I don't want to watch it, and honestly, that's the only reason why I don't like this movie. It just shouldn't have been a movie. It should have been the first 4 episodes, because that's what it was. It was an arc. Literally, it was an arc. Like, bro, if you want me to like a movie, if you want me to like this, dude, then you really have to think about it. Dude, this image is so blurry. I'm sorry, guys. But, and the other reason it's mid is because it doesn't have anything. The clones aren't even main characters yet. Like, they don't have anything to do with it yet. It's called the Clone Wars. Literally, the Clone Wars. It's bigger than Star Wars. It's not about these people. No, it's not about them. It's not supposed to be. I mean, I guess it's supposed to be more about them getting introduced to Ahsoka. But if you saw this movie when it came out, you hated Ahsoka. You probably hated her. Like, and then when you see that, and then they had to fix her 4 episodes. I like that. That's, if you guys didn't see my last video, go see it. It was top 10 best Clone Wars characters. The movie just had a lot of problems. It was filled with problems. The plot wasn't amazing. And then, it was so... Then we get introduced to Ventress and Dooku. I guess it had some good things, but it had a lot of bad things. We get introduced to Ventress. We get introduced to Dooku. We get introduced to Ahsoka, which is a bad thing. Okay? We look at Anakin, and he's a Jedi Knight now. The clones aren't main characters yet. Yoda was in it for a little bit because he was like, I guess if you don't want Ahsoka to Padawan, Ahsoka to be, then I guess. And he's all like, no, Yoda, I want her to be my Padawan. And then Obi-Wan's all like, just It's okay, Anakin. Just remember everything I told you. And he's all like, nah, bro. I'm gonna teach you my way, boss. I'm gonna teach you my way, dude. Um, and that was probably my favorite part of the movie. Was literally the ending. When that part, which wasn't the ending, which is when Anakin accepted being a Jedi, was being a master to Ahsoka, and we get introduced to the greatest character out there, one of the greatest, which is Ahsoka. I mean, we didn't get much of the clones, but I know Rex was in it, and then I don't remember Fives was in it, and then Jabba was in it, but like there wasn't really no point. It was like it's supposed to be an arc, not a movie. That's why it wasn't on in theaters. If it was in theaters, bro, the plot would have been a little bit better. It would have been a little bit better for you people to see, and you just don't really understand the point of this. I just don't understand the point of this, why this was a movie. I don't know why George Lucas was all like, we should turn this into a movie, dude. No. Nuh-uh. This movie flopped. Flopped worse than the prequels. And I know the prequels, dude, this was a failure in the box office. So that's why the first few seasons of the Clone Wars didn't get a big budget. But they still gave them a budget because it was greenlit, and they're all like, you know what? It's Clone Wars, it's Star Wars, and maybe they can change it. Maybe because somebody in there was like, you know what? We're gonna give you the littlest budget we can because because the Clone Wars movie flopped, and if you can change your minds in the first 2 seasons and making it a good show, then we'll give you a bigger budget. In the first season, then we'll give you more money to work with. And that's why the animations were so crap, dude. The animation was so bad. I feel like this had a big budget, but then like it flopped. It's a flop. It's mid. It's literally mid. But anyways, that's pretty much the video. I don't have much to talk about this movie because like it's just an arc, so you can't really talk about an arc for an entire video. But then like the freaking whole plot about the Hutt freaking becoming sick, dude. Like, dude. And then having to go help out them instead of finishing their mission. That's something Anakin would do, so it sort of saved it a little bit. It was a mid movie. It was mid. There was some good things and there was some bad things. There was good things and there was bad things, and that's just a movie. That's just a movie in general. And if you guys want more content where I talk about just movies separately, like I did with Attack of the Clones, I did Clone Wars movie, I'm gonna go talk about episode 1 and in a little bit, because that movie I want to talk about because I did talk about Attack of the Clones because it was underrated, and it was a good underrated movie. It should have been a better movie. People should have appreciated it more of it. I'll do Phantom Menace, and then I'll do Revenge of the Sith, and episode 4, then episode 5, and episode 6, and I'll stop there because you guys know it. Episode 7, A New Hope, but not as good, so it's mid. Episode 8, the worst movie I've ever seen. It's not like Clone Wars where it flopped, but like, dude, it sucked so bad. Episode 9, it saved it a little bit, but they shouldn't have brought back Palpatine. So those are my feelings for episode 7, 8, and 9, and the Clone Wars. So if you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a like and subscribe and comment down below if you guys liked the Clone Wars movie or if you didn't. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.